Dreams do come true. Just ask the Reavers. Signed, sealed, and just about on their way. Hey, which way to the end zone, and who's going to carry the rock? The Rock, that is the Iowa Western baseball program, takes Indian to the hills. Or is it the other way around? The Lady Reavers flock together with the Warriors. Hey, strike up the band at Lewis Central. The Titans fly with the Eagles.
I'm Clayton Cope, pitcher for Iowa Western. Bluffs Sports Zone starts now.
Hello, I'm J.J. Davis, and welcome to this latest edition of the Bluffs Sports Zone. Now, you know, sometimes it's hard to cover a two-year sports program. Why? Well, because you kind of become attached to the athletes. In short, you like them. And just like that, they're gone. But in the end, that's a good thing, as we all know. And for some, it's even a dream come true. For more, here's IDUP TV student Cole McAfee.
Augustana College in South Dakota.
I'm attending University of Alabama, Birmingham.
Cool.
The potential for growth were kind of my reasons for choosing Youngstown.
It's a day most athletes dream of, signing day. A handful of Reavers prepared to go to the next level, and they all have different reasons for finding their perfect match.
The coaches were really nice and helpful, and same with like all the admissions people and everything like that.
Coach Ross told me to email them and a few other NAIs, so I emailed them and they got back to me within like an hour. It was like, hey, let's get you up for a visit. Let's get you to see the campus and meet the coach staff and meet the team.
Their family atmosphere. They really treated me like I was part of the team already, and I think that was one of the most important things that I liked about them.
The road was not ridden alone. Many coaches had a say in the students' decisions.
Alicia told me to get it over with and sign already, but no, she told me to just go where I wanted to go and where I felt I fitted in.
They just told me to kind of trust my gut instincts and go somewhere where they think that I'm going to play. That's something, you know, with only 2 years of eligibility, that's something that was pretty important to me.
Being a Reaver had a major impact on these student athletes' lives.
It's been a big impact on me. I came in out of high school just a little skinny girl, and then I was shy, like a lot shyer than I am, and then they just made me like tougher as a person.
I think it was nice coming to like a smaller school to start and one closer to home so that I didn't have to worry about like being homesick or anything.
Meant a lot. I mean, it got me to the school I'm going to now. Without Coach Ross and Coach Wilcox, I wouldn't be going to South Dakota State. You know, I don't know where I would be. I'd be at a JUCO in California somewhere.
With the year coming to a close, the future looks bright for these graduating Reavers. For the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm Cole McAfee.
Thanks, Cole. So, in all, 5 Reavers go Division I, as they say. And in the end, they represent all 3 seasons. V-ball players Cassidy Sullivan, Katia, but we just call her Nicole, Sanchez, and Casey Curran all head to D1 schools. Men's basketball player Matt Donlin, as well as shortstop Dana Hieta. Now, pitcher Rachel Hanks and libero Ellie Targi go Division II. Now, outside hitter Allie Dawson committed earlier to D1 Illinois State, and catcher Ali Martinez to NAIA Morningside. Congrats to all, and like I said, we're going to miss you. I know personally they all gave me some memories I will never forget. And speaking of memories, the Iowa Western softball team shows us a possible preview of the regional tournament. But first, the football team enjoys the sights and sounds of spring when we come back.
The Mid-America Center is the Heartland's premier entertainment and convention center. April 25th, the Omaha Roller Girls take on the North Star Roller Girls in roller derby action. Then May 16th, they're back at the MAC for Sponsor Appreciation Night. The MAC offers free parking for all events, including those in the convention center. May 29th through the 31st, Okamacon comes to Council Bluffs. Then July 10th and 11th, enjoy all things British, movies, books, and more at British Fest 2015. Tickets, information, and more at midamericacenter.com.
Listen now, can you hear the bluebirds? Oh, look up now, can you feel the sun?
My life is full of statistics. Thing is, I could have dropped out of school and become one myself, but I didn't because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's one every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
Inspire a student and share your message of support at boostup.org.
This portion of the Bluffs Sports Zone brought to you by Cutler O'Neill, Meyer Woodring, family-owned funeral home, serving Council Bluffs in southwest Iowa for over 100 years.
Spring continues to have sprung for the Iowa Western football team. And you know the spring game is getting closer and closer. Now the Reavers ran the ball 412 times last season, and they put it up 372. Now, a couple of the top rushers are gone. So, who's going to come running back in the picture this year? For more, well, here's our top runner, IWTV student Jake Wright.
Another early morning practice for Coach Stroh and the guys. Big question coming into camp. Who will replace Devon Pay? Number 34 here ran for 819 yards and 9 touchdowns last season.
Well, I think the good thing is we've got a lot of experience coming back. You know, Lorenzo Pratt played a lot for us last year. Tyus Mason played a lot for us last year, and Anthony Anderson played a lot for us last year. You know, so with those three guys' experience, I think we're going to be okay.
Anthony Anderson, Lorenzo Pratt, and Tyus Mason combined for 860 rushing yards and 16 touchdowns as a group. The three experienced backs will take some of the pressure off QB Zach Martin.
Obviously, we've got some guys coming in that we're pretty excited about, but this spring those guys are shouldering the load and doing pretty well.
Newcomer McKeel Stewart here comes into the spring as the Reavers' 4th running back. The redshirt freshman will learn and develop his skills behind the big three.
We had all 4 guys last year, and it's just, I mean, it brought us closer from being together last year, and then being together this spring has helped us too. With winter workouts and everything, we've just been all together all the time pretty much, and it's just, I mean, brought us all together more and more.
Iowa Western possessed one of the nation's top offenses last season. Zach Martin and Taj Williams will be one of the focal points. But the three-headed monster in the backfield will take this team to new heights.
Just keep pushing every day this spring and the summer. Get ready for next fall. Compensate for what he brought last year.
Well, you know, I think we've got to get a lot better at some of our bread and butter type of plays. We've talked a lot about, you know, our inside zone that a lot of our stuff is built off of. You know, we've got to get more mileage out of that play. And then some of the screen game, I think those guys got to get a little bit better, getting out clean and stuff like that. Of course, you know, those backs always got to do a good job in pass protection. And I think they've stepped their game up pretty good this spring so far, so we feel good about it.
With the 4 backs the Reavers bring into camp, the running game should be in full stride this fall. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Jake Wright.
Thanks, Jake. Now, in any offense, most coaches will tell you, you simply want to strike a balance, well, at least in most cases, in most offensive philosophies, because running the rock opens up so many other possibilities. Iowa Western rushed for over 2,400 yards in 2014. Its opponents lost almost twice as much yardage running the ball, 697 to 372. Check out the rushing attempts, but look at the yards gained per attempt. Almost 5 yards a rush for the Reavers. Iowa Western averaged 184 yards plus per game, scores 31 touchdowns on the ground to 12. So who's going to carry the mail in 2015? RB by committee? Maybe. Just going to have to wait and see. Now remember, the spring game is Friday night, May 1st at Lewis Central. Hey, who's looking to score at LC? The Titans run with the wood. But up next, nothing soft when these two get together after the break.
At Council Plus Savings Bank, you still get personalized customer service.
We have identity-safe checking with LifeLock, identity theft protection.
You get personal mortgage lending to fit your needs now and in the future.
You get business banking with the latest technology because saving you time saves you money.
At Council Plus Savings Bank, you get people who answer when you call and local employees who are actively involved in our community. Council Plus Savings Bank, hometown banking the way it used to be.
Ever wonder what makes us, the Smurfs, so happy? The forest, of course. This is where we, along with the beautiful forest creatures, make our home with beautiful plant life, clean water, and endless adventures. It's a place to celebrate. So discover the forest with your family today. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Your future is here at CBTV. You're in the game. You take the shots. It's your story. The Media Studies program at Iowa Western. Real reality TV starring you. For more information, go to iwcc.edu. These two teams split last time they played. Indian Hills winning on Saturday, Iowa Western on Sunday. So, here we go again. Only this time, Mother Nature pushes the big showdown series to Monday and Tuesday. Doesn't matter. The home team wants to once again send another message. Here's IWTV student Drake Curry.
Number 3, Iowa Western takes the field against the Falcons of Indian Hills. We start in the bottom of the first. Alex Krupa, who singled, steals second, but gets caught. Scoreless after 1. The Reavers are facing MLB prospect Travis Newbeck. The right-hander goes the distance with 6 strikeouts. Top of the 4th inning, still scoreless. Indian Hills, Mike LeVar with the base hit. 2 on, 1 out. Not for long. The chopper to short. The home team is 6-3 double play. Bottom of the 5th, Alex Krupa skies to right. Dom Thompson-Williams hustles in. Iowa Western ties it at 1. 1 on and 2 out in the 6th inning. Dom Thompson-Williams with a rope to right. Jared Gates, who had singled, comes all the way around from second and face first to put Iowa Western up 2-1. Next at bat, Josh Newell pops it up to shallow right. Who's got it? The blooper drops. Scores 2 more. Reavers now lead 4-1. Scoreboard, recently struck by lightning, is not working. Falcons are in a pickle in the top of the 7th. Both the batter and the runner think it's a walk, but the ump calls a full count. Iowa Western throws out the Hills, 4-1.
Our bunts, we got them down and executed, which we work on practice all the time, and kind of got us going. And a leadoff walk, bunted over 2 times, and after we scored, it was kind of downhill from there. So we started going and getting it going.
I mean, first and foremost, we're facing a great pitcher who was doing
really good job for most of the day. Our pitcher matched them and kept us in the game and allowed us to have that opportunity to get some runs. The big thing for me too is I got to continue to try to get my pitchers some work, some guys. Our bullpen's a pretty good bullpen, and we want to keep trying to get them some work. So we've got the rest of the regular season to do that, because you're going to win. You're going to win in the postseason when you got some guys that coming out of the bullpen that continue to throw quality pitches, and we've got that. We just got to keep working on getting them some innings as well.
The Reavers run their win streak to 12 and are 16-0 at Doc Ross Field. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Drake Curry.
Now game 2, a different deal. Bottom of the first inning, Jake Scudder. A 2-run shot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The Reavers a quick 2-zip lead. Now the Hills cuts it to 1 in the second and looking for more, but shortstop Ryan Merrill to the rescue. But the Falcons tie it in the third inning. Travis Newbeck up the box. Former St. Albert Falcon Jake Lewis, who walks, scores, and you got a tie game. Indian Hills a chance to take the lead. Austin Irvin skies to left, and Alex Krupa parks under it. Mike LeVar is going for 3, and he is gunned down. Perfect throw. Bottom of the third. After Jared Gates leads off with a double, Jake Scudder chops one through. Gates comes in 3-2 Iowa Western. Now the Reavers, 4 hits in the inning. Ryan Merrill just gets through. 2 more come around, and it's 5-2 home team. The Reavers putting it all together. Timely hitting, some great defense. Krupa with the catch, and 3 pitchers combined to strike out 10. Iowa Western KOs the Falcons 6-3.
What we've been doing is just what you said, is we'll score in different ways. We'll get base hits, we'll steal bases, we'll hit it out of the yard as we did today. So you take them any way you can get them.
You looking fastball or what?
Not really. I was looking off speed mostly today, because last time at their place I didn't see many fastballs, so I was just sitting on off speed middle in, and I got it.
What is it about Indian Hills?
I think just they're the second best team in our conference. We just want to get after them. They chirp a lot. We don't chirp, we like to put it out on the field, and that's how we play ball.
What this does, winning the first 2 games of the series, is solidify us having a 2-run lead or a 2-game lead this next week. So what we want to do tomorrow is we want to try to take care of business and win another game and win the series. What happened at their place to them.
After dropping its first 2 at Indian Hills, Iowa Western has shot down the Falcons the last 4 games in a row. Raritan and the third-ranked Reavers, as you just heard, still not done and looking for more.
On coat.
Together on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Together.
And then there's the ladies. Now, showdown time for the softball team as well. And guess who? That's right, Indian Hills. Now, Iowa Western, behind left-hander Rachel Hanks, outguts the Falcons in Game 1, 1-0, as the Reavers hand the Hills its first league loss of the season. So now, the home team goes for the sweep. Lana Ross and the Reavers have a great game. Shake hands and come out swinging for Game 2. Second inning, Rachel Hanks robbed by Warriors second baseman Mallory Matson. Now, Iowa Western, just 5 hits. Dana Hieta right down the line in the third. And then Jocelyn Hernandez follows with a bingle up the box. Now, a walk loads the bases. And then Amanda Whiteman goes the other way. Deep right, makes the catch. Hieta hustles across, and the Reavers up 1-0. And that'll warm you up a little, huh? Now, the home team, nice defense as well. 5th inning, Ashley Caro, just before it hits the ground. Rachel Hanks gives up 12 hits. Top of the 6th, back-to-back base hits puts Indian Hills runners at the corners. And then Chelsea Griffiths grounds to second. One play only, run scores, and the visitors have tied it. Shannon Finneran later punches one to right. The tiebreaker comes across. Emily Brown then follows with her 4th hit of the game. Another comes around, and it's 3-1 Indian Hills. Now, Iowa Western hoping to get it together in its last at bat. No. The Warriors get the split, throwing out the Reavers 3-1.
they're definitely good hitters for sure. I mean, you saw it just took them. What they did better than us is they adjusted in the 5th, 6th, and 7th inning. We didn't adjust to their pitcher, but they adjusted to ours.
We should have won that second game. We had opportunities, girls on base, big hits. I just think we got to just come through more. That's what it comes down to, coming through where you're at in the lineup.
They're beatable.
Definitely, I think they're beatable. I mean, I'm not going to take away from that pitcher. She had all of our numbers, but I think that we have the heart, and I think we can do it. We can come back. I mean, we showed them once that we could beat her once, so.
We'll take the split right now. We know we can, we can beat them. And like I said, you only have to beat them once at regionals, that first game.
The Warriors wrap up the Iowa Community College Athletic Conference regular season title. Now 19th ranked Indian Hills now 13-1 in the league. Iowa Western falls to 12-4. Iowa Western then closes out the regular season by sweeping Central. The Reavers finish at 40-16. Rachel Hanks, as we saw, headed for Augustana, picks up her 34th win of the year. Wow! Hey, next up, the regional tournament at Muscatine beginning Friday, April 24th. Now, I've said all along that Iowa Western is so young it doesn't know any better. Well, do or die for the young Reavers at regionals as the second season set to get underway. Up next, our play of the week, an interesting pick. Hey, another interesting game at LC. The weather any better this time? On the other side.
For more than a quarter century, thousands of Southwest Iowa athletes have relied on this team, Jenny Ed SportsMed. Their sole focus is to prevent, diagnose, and treat your sports injury. They even partner with the surgeons at Ortho West, ensuring you get your own exclusive roadmap back to action. Methodist Jenny Ed SportsMed invites all Southwest Iowa athletes to its free walk-in clinic, open every Saturday morning, August through October. Jenny Ed SportsMed.
And then from this angle, it all makes a star.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore.
Show up
And frustration, a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy, and giving up impossible.
And then we're going to turn the lights and everybody look up.
I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought.
Find me one.
What's your reaction gonna be?
Yeah, exactly.
And unconventional methods
Okay, what else?
common.
This is their world.
There's nothing.
And then they die. Go ahead, go, go, go.
I'm a teacher. I make more.
Jack Frost, you do have beautiful teeth.
My what?
Are they really as white as they say? Yes. Oh, they really do sparkle like freshly fallen snow. This is an excellent example of what teeth should look like. Check out the iridescence of that incisor, the beauty of that bicuspid, the magnificence of those molars. And the best way to achieve such terrific teeth is brushing. 2 minutes, twice a day. Not 30 seconds, not a minute 45. 2 minutes. That's all it takes. They're beautiful.
The soccer season's in full swing, and the struggle continues for the LC guys. The Titans kick off the season at 1-5. Lewis Central scores what, 5 goals in 6 games? Been shut out 3 times? And it doesn't get any easier, because up next, undefeated Underwood. Here's IWTV student Dylan Lindberg.
A cold and windy night as Lewis Central hosts Underwood. Early first half, LC starts off strong. Luke Ciaruso just wide of the net. A couple minutes later, O'Brien with a beautiful pass, but the Titans are offsides. Eagles get some momentum, and they get awarded a penalty kick. And in the 33rd minute, Jake Daughter connects. Visitors up 1-0. 37th minute, Camden Burgett with a nifty move, and he scores. LC finally gets on the board. Teams go into the break even at 1. Late second half, big play here as Lewis Central's Austin Klein is called for the penalty, and Coach Golden is livid.
Come on, 1-4!
69th minute, Daughter connects for a second time with the PK. The Eagles hold off the Titans 2-1.
We're just working on the possession game that we play and continuing with our system of trying to keep a lot of possession and trying to finish some more goals than we have been recently. We just got to learn to take that next step and finish the game when it's 1-1, and we have a lot of chances. We were unlucky tonight with a couple decisions, but we got to finish. We have to finish goals. That's what we have to do to get better.
LC plays 3 games in 4 days. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Dylan Lindberg.
Thanks, Dylan. The Titans under the 500 mark. Abraham Lincoln, not much better. Now, the Lynx have lost their last 3 and have been outscored 15-2. The Yellow Jackets dropped 1 at Sioux City West, but head coach Matt Young is encouraged, says it was the first complete game his club has played. 15th ranked St. Albert and even 500 at 3-3. Meanwhile, on the girls' side, 8th ranked LC loses a match at the Omaha Burke tournament on PKs and then wins one on penalty kicks. The Titans still an impressive 4-1. Number 6 St. Albert drops one at 13th ranked Tri-Center. The Saints lose their first. TJ 2 games under 500. And the Lady Lynx haven't played in a while, still at 1-0. And now it's time for our Play of the Week, brought to you by Buena Vista University. Their names will soon appear on teams all around the country. Reaver volleyball players, basketball players, softball players, all sign on to continue their education. Now 5 student athletes headed to Division I, a couple of more to D2, and more. Iowa Western once again producing the best of the best, and the most recent Reavers whose dreams have come true with our Play of the Week. The Play of the Week is brought to you by Buena Vista University. Summer classes begin May 4th and June 29th. Fall classes kick off August 24th. Call 712-749-1990 to register today. And so the hits just keep on coming. Now, next week, a very special story. You've heard of the new and improved CB Stadium? Of course you have. Well, I've talked to all the major parties involved on this grand adventure, well, almost all of them, so stay tuned. And remember, as always, to keep it here for more news and information in your community by tuning in to the Council Bluffs News with Marie Zeitner. And so, for this latest edition of the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm J.J. Davis, and as always, I'll see you around.